Happy Thanksgiving, and you know what that means. What's up, y'all? Welcome back. AEW Dynamite Watch Along, November 24th, 2021. Wonder Woman is just wrapping up on TNT, and Dynamite is about to start. Looks like a pretty fun show they have lined up. Nothing earth-shattering. I think ratings might take a little bit of a hit. A lot of people are doing family stuff today. A lot of people are traveling today. And some people are just out hanging out with friends on this night of the year. So we'll see what kind of show they hand to us. But we do have Bryan Danielson, versus Colt Cabana and CM Punk taking on QT Marshall. We got a big, I think, 8-man with El Idolo and Malachi Black against Cody and Pac and Luchas and all that stuff. FTR's involved in that. And some sort of a Friendsgiving with Britt Baker and Tony Schiavone. So that's what we've got on tap for tonight. Hello, everybody that's here. Good to see y'all. Sex Machine and Justin Lowe. David Brown, happy to see you. Deshaun Robinson. Spaz Phoenix, yes, happy Thanksgiving to your American friends, and happy whatever you guys do up there. Boxing Day next month, right? So thanks for being here, Spaz. Our friend from the north, Jay Lambo, JJ Leg, William, Justin, I got you already, Nathan Chaz, Kung Law, Jose Lopez, what is going on? Yeah, a lot of people are doing family stuff. I am off tonight, although I am going to be working at my restaurant tomorrow. But this is always a really busy holiday weekend, and it kind of snuck up on me. I didn't even realize until like Friday of last week. I'm like, oh shit, Thanksgiving is like next week. So we're here. It's time. What's up, turkeys? Let me get it. Can I be heard and seen and all that? I didn't do any... Yeah. All right, I'm there. You guys can hear me? All right, we're good. All right, I did no sound checks before I did anything here, so I just want to make sure we're good to go and ready for some Dynamite. It is the top of the hour, so I might have to do a refresh because Wonder Woman is still on. So why are you still on, Wonder Woman? Let me just refresh that. There we go. Dynamite is starting now. I must have lagged behind somehow. All right, we are ready to rock. Get the chat pulled up. Beer is open. Cheers to you, all those enjoying your nice holiday. I hope it's a nice, fun weekend for everybody. Thanksgiving was always a blast for me when I was younger. Hanging out with family and cousins and all that shit. Always a blast. Where are they tonight? Oh, Chicago. That's right. I forgot. Good-looking arena. I don't know where that's not Rosemount, is it? No, that's not it. Oh, Punk's opening up the show in Chicago. Naturally. Good pop for him. Hope Punk can survive this match with QT Marshall. What do you guys think? He's taking a big risk here, getting humiliated in his hometown. I mean, QT's no pushover. You better be careful, or QT's going to fuck him up. It's the battle of dudes with 2 initials and their first name. I always got the clobbering time chant going too. Nice. Spaz Phoenix, man. Thanks, brother, for that 10 spot. Happy Thanksgiving to my Greg and my American friends. Cheap plug. Just put up my first NXT review since WWE split rainbows all over it. Also, the show is now available on Rumble for anyone interested. That's awesome. Go check out Spaz's stuff. And he's starting to cover NXT again, this new version of it. I'm still yet to really get a good look at NXT 2.0. I probably will review War Games, though. And hasn't really been getting much of my attention. I've just kind of let it go, which is half sad and half kind of liberating, too, that I just have one less thing to worry about, you know? Oh, MJF is going to come spoil this bullshit? Hey, we said last week that I wouldn't completely rule out a QT victory. Especially if this fucker interferes. Still blown away. They said that MJF's music is just one of the free song samples you can get on YouTube. That's fucking crazy. What are you doing out there, Maxwell? Oh, Alan Carter, that makes me so happy to hear you say that. I'm glad that you're here and be able to be off work on time to watch Dynamite. Once I decided to do these watch-alongs, I actually arranged with my job just to be off, just so I didn't have to worry about it. Punky Brewster, what did he say? Punky Brewster was the shit. Every time I turn around, I see the girl who turns my world around. Shut the fuck up, chant. Purcell Greg, thank you. Long-time listener, first time commenting. Well, there's a first time for everything, man. So happy you're here. Glad you're listening, too. Not watching as always, but listening. That's good. MJF calling him out for leaving. Damn, Trey. I'll get to that super chat in a minute. Got to hear what MJF's talking about first. Oh, that's why he called him Punky Brewster. MJF's such a little shit, too. If I'm Punk, I'm like, bitch, you're a child. No. That's kind of funny, actually. Damn. MJF CM Punk's not that bad looking. I mean, he's no Greg, but he's still all right, you know? Oh, Victor, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Except for moi. Because you're a 25-year-old piece of shit. That's why. Glad you're able to listen despite having to work, Victor. At least that's something. Glad you're here, man. A minnow? MJF? I don't know about that. I was about to say, you knew MJF's going to bring up the UFC at some point. He's going to have to. MJF and Punk at Winter is Coming seems likely. Yeah, there was no way MJF's not going to bring up his UFC career. Hey, despite that failure, hey, at least he did it. It's more than a lot of people would do. I wouldn't step in that cage. Ooh, he drops nukes, huh? Punk's not impressed. Punk didn't have a mic the whole time. He just let him talk. Oh, he might actually speak this time. Turn my TV down. Was too loud? I haven't had any problems with the volume doing these watch-alongs. Punk's disappointed at MJF.
Let's not start there. Let's show our guest a little bit of Chicago hospitality. I want to thank you first and foremost for last week. You introduced yourself to me. That's what a proper young man is supposed to do to their elders. And I had no idea your first name was Maxwell. This entire time I thought MJF stood for My Jealous Fan.
My Jealous Fan. Neither one of them have great names. Phil and Maxwell. No offense to the Phils and Maxwells out there.
CM last thing I wanted to do is feed your rotten little ego. Look at me, Maxwell. I'm in your head. Probably has a lot to do with the fact that there's a poster of me on your wall.
Yeah, you little shit.
I'm disappointed because I've always heard about the great MJF, and then last week I did what nobody else in this industry, nobody else in AEW has been able to do. I shut up the great MJF without saying a word.
Yeah, and Punk's got a tall order here. First Eddie on the mic, now he's got to deal with MJF. He might have a better chance of winning this battle.
Whole week to think of good zingers, and you came out here with the lowest hanging fruit. He thinks he's somebody. He thinks what he does is revolutionary to the wrestling business, when in reality, he's just a less famous Miz.
Oh, no. I love that. But didn't I say that as soon as I saw him? I called him Walmart Miz. I was like, who the fuck is this MJF guy? Well, we had a WrestleMania name drop last week and the Miz this week. Cue the AEW cockbags on Twitter that are going to say, I wish they would shut up about WWE. They're saying it right now, like little tiny, teeny, tiny, little eensy beensy weenie bitches. They're all saying it, typing away right now until their fingers are bleeding. Less famous Miz. So's Cody, come to think of it.
I suppose it's true. Nostalgia. Nostalgia is a drug that causes us to misconstrue our memories, and you, my friend, are no more than nostalgia.
He's more than nostalgia.
But you were right. I was a fan. I'm not ashamed to admit it. How couldn't I have been? I mean, in this ring, on the microphone, nobody could touch you. You're the best. Or so I thought, Chicago.
I like that they're both getting equal mic, or like they're trading mic time.
The easiest of competition, and you've struggled to say, quite literally, anything of intrigue. Oh my God. Punk, your breath smells like shit. It's probably because you've been kissing so much ass recently.
No, that's kind of true.
I mean, you have been robotically kissing ass all over the place.
Is MJF going to bring up Colt Cabana?
Real quick, Chicago,
He should. He should.
give you a quick impression.
Nice, Michael. Happy to hear that.
It sure is great to be back here in insert name of town. I sure do love being a part of insert name of company. Gee whiz, I sure am looking forward to my matchup against insert name of opponent. Robotic Pucker Up Punk.
Robotic pucker up Punk.
You gone soft, man.
There will be no QT Marshall bashing in here, JCS.
Based on your eyes, if anybody needs
I'm already planning his Hall of Fame induction. I've already got a party planned and an invitation sent out. It's a few years off, but it's going to happen.
me, this is no longer CM Punk. This is PG Punk.
PG Punk. Pussy grabbing Punk.
I grew up on. What happened to the renegade, the ass kicker, the outsider? Because you might as well be coming out here.
The Renegade and the Outsider.
Loyalty and respect.
Oh, no. Now we got a Cena mention. Punk's good at really legitimately looking like he wants to fucking kill him.
Except here's the problem, PG.
PG, he's calling him that.
Hell, I can see through you, buddy. You claimed you'd only come back for the younger talent, and yet you also claimed you'd only come back for a
Yeah, he did. He did say that.
You couldn't fix professional wrestling from your couch in Chicago, and yet you stayed put on that couch for 7 long years.
Yeah, he didn't miss much.
Excuse after excuse not to come back. Poor K-Punk. Why? Is it because you were too busy making comic books nobody read and movies nobody saw?
Well, at least he was doing something, MJF. What were you doing, Mr. MLW?
Is it because you were terrified? Scared you couldn't hang anymore? Maybe scared you never could hang in the first place? And I have the microphone, Chicago!
Brilliant opening with this promo here.
And I'm here to tell you, you should be scared, man.
Anybody flipping channels right now is probably stopped.
These people looked at you like a
Like, ooh.
hero because they felt you were held down. You should have been utilized and showcased as the #1 guy. And now, yeah, great. And now here you are. You have all the opportunity to prove these people right. But can you? Do you people think CM Punk can do it?
Sure, CM Punk can do it. Yeah, we think that, MJF. What's it to you?
I'm glad they think that now, Punk, but are they going to feel that way in a month, 2 months, a year? I don't envy you, man, but I know you envy me.
Yeah.
I know why you don't like me, PG Punk. I know why. It's because I represent everything about this business that you hate. I'm every single thing you hate.
Miz is already trending. I love it.
Oh yeah, I'm a clean-cut professional. I'm every single wrestling analyst, promoter, and pundit's wet dream. While you, on the other hand, were a scrawny, tatted-up misfit from the dumpiest part of the Midwest, known as Chicago.
Oh, of course you got to shit on Chicago. You just got on Punk's case for cheap heat or cheap pop. Now you're doing cheap heat.
And I commend you for that, but I know what keeps you up at night. I know what eats you up inside. It's the fact that after all your hard work, all your blood, sweat, tears, and sacrifice you've given this sport, deep down you know it, and these people know it. Your whole career, you've been nothing more than second best.
Second best.
Whether it was the You Can't See Me Man, or the King of Kings.
Ooh, King of Kings. Another name drop.
Quite up to snuff, were you? And I can assure you, now that you're standing in my ring, in my company, things will be no different because you may claim to be the best in the world. But I'm better than you. And you know it.
Okay. Punk, you going to have a retort here? After all that? Just going to sit here and take it? QT should be coming out soon. What's QT doing in the back? He's like, do I go out there? Like,
There's some truth in what you just said. A little bit. Scared. Coming back after 7 years, a little bit. See, I'm not going to lie. Not even to you. I certainly never lie to these people. I didn't know if these people would remember me. I didn't know.
they chant your name every week.
I didn't know if I still had it. But trust me, I'm not scared any longer. Certainly not scared of you. Because the timing might not match up. But I was selling out Madison Square Garden when you were marking out for Rosie O'Donnell.
It's probably about the same time. Close to it.
On this show, you did a song and dance. You made the New York Times. Wow! You want to sing me a song right now, Maxwell? Don't worry. You're standing in the ring with a professional, and you're going to make the New York Times again, but this time it's going to be the obituaries.
Oh, shit. You're going to make the New York Times again, but this time it's going to be the obituaries.
Into a college your parents cannot afford.
Oh.
You talk too much. Yeah, just like me back in the day, except I always backed it up, and you can't back up shit without your backup.
Yeah.
Sean Spears, Wardlow. That's how you get things done around here. And I never mention you in interviews because I never had to. I looked at AEW and I said, wow, that's the place I want to be. That's the place I want to test myself. And I went for the heart and soul of AEW, Darby Allin. And boy, that just you up, doesn't it?
It's like when Brett chose Austin to work with when he came back in 96. And he went out of his way to say, I think Austin's the best guy in WWE, just to piss Sean off.
The most powerful of the four pillars. You don't even realize you've been replaced by Britt Baker.
Oh, I might have to give, I don't know, I might have to give CM Punk the win in this round. I think Eddie beat Punk in that one, but this one at least is even.
You made some excellent points.
I don't think MJF has killed him, though.
We've wasted these people's time.
They should have MJF's parents at ringside with CM Punk shirts. I agree. I know I owe Super Chat answers. I just want to hear this promo first.
First, and you want to call me number two? I'll proudly wear number two with a bullet because just like Chicago, they call us the second city because when it burned to the ground, we just built right back up on top of the smoldering embers.
They did, too. That Chicago fire, man. God damn. Couldn't imagine being around for that, living during that time.
Who's number one? Is it you? No, I don't think so. The only way you're going to be number one is if we all wait around long enough for Tony to have a daughter that you marry.
Oh. Holy shit. Well, he's going to be a bit old for her. Oh, this was good.
Time we were here in Chicago, and hell yeah, I'm happy to be here. I gave everybody free ice cream bars.
Oh, yeah. Do we get more ice cream? I would like an ice cream.
Only thing I can think that's a better welcome back gift than that is punching you in your little needle dick right here, right now.
Punch him in his needle dick. That's what you got to do. Somebody fucks with you? Needle dick. Shut him right up. Oh, MJF. Look, he's getting ready. Oh, he's leaving. What's that show? Man, he's sweaty. Maxwell, what's that yellow shit on your shirt? You sweat and piss? Needle dick. Needle dick. Oh, it's probably just the orange lighting shining on his shirt. Boy, you notice the announcers said nothing. Not a word came out of any of their mouths. I don't believe. Not a word. They let them tell the story. There was no need for elaboration. I love that. That was a great segment. That was a great segment. Great segment.
The official sponsor of AEW Dynamite.
I called back. Same State Farm agent texted the next day. Same guy. Hey, bring twice if you're in danger.
Guys, it's called service. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
I hate that. So I saw Lance Storm tweet about this last week. You ever notice, like, when you're trying to do a hashtag Dynamite, that the incorrect spelling drops down? And it's fucking annoying because then you have to spell it out yourself. And I didn't enjoy that. Yeah, that was good. That was an excellent segment. Good stuff. Good way to open up the show. We didn't get a challenge or a match made. Hopefully that will come later. Yeah, I think you got to do Punk and MJF at Winter is Coming, which I believe is the 15th. So that's coming up in like 3 weeks. Yeah, you got to do that. Well, while we got a commercial here, I owe some Super Chat responses. So let me scroll back up here and knock a couple of those out. Hit that thumbs up button for me if you don't mind. We are off to a hell of a start here on Dynamite. Spaz, I got you earlier. Trey Williams, thank you for that $5 from earlier on. Greg, sorry, man. What the fan did on Raw was awesome. The most exciting thing I saw all year on Raw. What that fan did was not awesome. He was an absolute fucking lunatic. And what's so frustrating with me with wrestling fans is I can never tell if they're on medication or if they forgot to take their medication. It's like it can go either way with so many of these guys. And this guy is out of his mind, and I'm just super pissed off about how easy he's going to get off. You know, he's probably going to have to do, community service or a fine or something. This dude needs serious help, or needs to be seriously fucked up, one or the other. So fuck him. We should never commend that type of behavior simply because WWE's creative sucks. So no, what he did was not awesome at all. And he deserved an ass whooping. I wish he would have gotten it. Salvador, thank you, man, for that $5. Do you think the podcast or the product is suffering due to the wokeettes in today's society? I think with Trump back in office, the PC culture, well, none of that makes any sense. Trump will not be back in office. No wokeettes. I think woke people live inside of a lot of people's head completely rent-free, where I've seen some really crazy. I've seen people just focus 1,000,000% of their energy. If you go to their social media, it's just every single post is just mad at woke people and stuff. I'm like, there's a big world out there, with great things and a great life you can live, and just to be so one-dimensional and let shit like that bother you to that degree is almost comforting, that I know that deep down these people are miserable. No, I think you're incredibly delusional to think that big walking orange turd is going to be back. JFK's not coming back to life. And he's not going to be sworn in next month or whatever the fuck else you've heard. Ain't happening. Nope. Disagree. Here we go. CM Punk and QT Marshall. I think that's all the supers, and thank you for those guys. I know. Props to Weird Al. Did you see Weird Al's tweet yesterday? He goes. Thank you to everybody who's congratulating on my new Kid Rock parody video, but that's not me. That's really Kid Rock. That's the fucking funniest. Kid Rock makes music for the exact type of dudes that I hate. The type of guys that say, how come they can say that word but we can't? Those guys. Those guys. You've met them. They're awful. So yeah, that's Kid Rock's fan base. Kid Rock sucked even when he was good. Just like Limp Bizkit sucked even when they were good. But poor QT didn't even get a fucking entrance. But like we said, I was the one that kind of said, I still think Punk is going to beat QT here. But hell, why not do something crazy and have MJF cost CM Punk this match, give QT a victory over CM Punk that he'll never shut up about? Or do you have MJF beat CM Punk when that happens? I think I'm going to be rooting for Punk over MJF when that match does inevitably happen. Best 20 minutes in AEW history so far? Maybe the best first 20 minutes? Or best 20 minutes altogether? That was a promo battle, I think, from the minute that CM Punk was rumored to come in, that I was ready to see. Paul is kicking out. Camarade, like mini Damian Priest and Homeless Elias have been kicked out. QT, you're all alone now, there, boy. You can say goodbye to Afro Nick Camarado. I like this arena. Looks good. Smaller or just tiny, a little bit smaller arenas are better. I've been saying all along WWE should run buildings this size. Oh, best opening, how easy? Okay. I don't know. CM Punk's return was pretty good, but nothing really needed to be said there. That was just maybe like the moment and the fans and everything being caught up in that. But in terms of opening segment to one of their shows, yeah, this was up there. We've been waiting for this one. Punk and MJF. Oh, yeah, I really would love to see Mick Foley on AEW. Especially, how cool would it be to see Mick Foley come out on TNT and just have a little interview with Tony Schiavone? Hey, Tony, remember, I don't know, 22, 23 years ago now? You were kind of a dick. I just think it would be funny for them to acknowledge the butts and seats thing. Do I think MJF should go to WWE, or would he get jobbed out in WWE? No, they wouldn't sign him if they were just going to job him out. Job him out, I think, would happen if they bring him in and they just don't, of course, like WWE tends to do, don't have anything for him, and then they job him out or something. But MJF, I think he's going to be an AEW mainstay. I think AEW is going to have a couple of those Randy Ortons in their company. I think Hangman Page is going to be one of those guys. And MJF will be as well. Darby, I don't know, because I just think he's going to have a much shorter career. Darby might have a legacy, maybe like an Edge or something, or a Jeff Hardy, maybe. Where I think Page and MJF will probably write bigger stories for themselves from a wrestling standpoint. Darby Allin will have at least 1 point in his career, maybe more. He's going to have 1 point in his career where he's out for a year, whether it be an injury or whether it be him just doing other things for a year. I can see him kind of being in and out because you can't wrestle his style, for very long before you're going to be, in a wheelchair. Ooh, that was a weak backdrop there on QT. Yeah, I can't ever see MJF hopping to WWE unless he just really gets lost in AEW, but he seems to be one of their pillars, although according to Punk, he has been replaced by Baker, so. All right, picture in picture here is Punk. Hope everybody is having a great holiday so far. Those of you who are watching and listening in the States, man, I made the mistake of going out and doing a couple of errands today, and man, it's never fun being out driving around because the grocery stores are packed. Everything is fucking packed. It's nuts. Imagine watching 25 QT Marshall matches. What are you trying to do, Sonny? You trying to arouse me? Sounds fantastic. Let's make it 50. Can we make it 50? I'd love to see Jeff turn up in AEW. I think he's got some time on his deal still. I don't see that happening, but where do I see AEW in a few years? Definitely still existing. It just depends on how much they can grow in that time. If you're looking at if you're analyzing the charts right now, you see amazing growth, but as the years go by and things start to settle and shit like that, how's it going to go? So far, I'm very confident that they're not giving me the TNA vibes, where even when TNA was like at their peak, I just felt like they just weren't competition. I felt like they just weren't going to achieve what they think they're going to achieve. There's just too many different factors and, the ownership and the funding and the TV deals and stuff. This seems like a much more streamlined, focused, project and, with a really stable owner with plenty of money behind them. They got a good deal on a major station on a good night of the week on a good time slot. I think as long as they're putting on content, pay-per-views, and shows like they're doing now, there's no reason why they should really go anywhere. But wrestling in general, we have to, wrestling in general needs to be more popular for them to be more popular, That's why I always think it's an unfair comparison. We're like, whoa, AEW is getting shit compared to 1998. Well, no kidding. Nobody's getting ratings like that, not even WWE. WWE's ratings, if you were to see these numbers in 1998, you'd be like, holy shit, how are they even going to survive? Raw's in 1995 when they were shitty, when Nikolai Volkov was in the main event, was doing better numbers than this, by a lot. Double, probably. It's like professional wrestling is Bitcoin, and everything just follows Bitcoin. Everything just follows the market. As long as wrestling is hot, these companies will continue to grow. But the interest in wrestling just has to be higher in general, just for AEW to do any sort of numbers that would be better than WWE's. But I think their numbers are great. Like I've said before, if you start a brand new cola, next year, and that cola within 2 years is doing half the amount of sales as Coke, you are going to be considered a huge success. So the fact that they are such a young company has been able to attract the talent that they've had and are able, if Raw is doing a 1.7 and AEW is doing 900,000 or 1.1, that's really not that far off. That's more than 50% of WWE's ratings, which is good. Only delusional haters can find bad in that. You're not going to find any other wrestling company that comes around and within 2 years they're doing comparable numbers like that. So people that laugh at WWE's crushing them, I'm like, not really. You don't know ratings if you think they're crushing them. Like, they are not far off from being able to flip that, where, when TNA went head-to-head with Raw or whatever, it was just, there's no way it was going to happen. But now, it's going to be tough to make happen, but I think it's possible. It ain't out of the question. Yeah, CM Punk is really, everybody he's worked with, he's taken a lot from them and given them a lot. Ooh. Oh, Victor, I'll answer that in 1 second. Possible. All right, Punk probably going for the elbow here. Let's just do the elbow and the GTS and call this one a day. Macho Man elbow. Punk doesn't have a bad elbow. Some of the execution on some of Punk's moves isn't beautiful, but his elbow's okay. 90 effing night. I think that's going to be it for QT. Probably just going to take a clean finish with the finisher in the ring. That'll do it. QT is done. Victor Colon, that 5 super chat you sent a minute ago. Do you think AEW could hold off on Punk and MJF until the first AEW TNT TV special? I think that's happening in early January. Well, they're moving to TBS in early January, are they not? That's what I thought. With winter is coming on the horizon, I don't know how you don't do it there. But if that wasn't there, then I'd say, hell yeah, you can drag this out through the holidays and put it in the first of the year. But with winter is coming, I feel like that's where it's going to be. But they could try to stretch it out. Oh, well, I'm not even in any way comparing Punks to Savage. I'm just saying Punk doesn't have a bad elbow. I'm just trying to look for like ones that aren't shitty, and his isn't shitty. Nobody's is better than Savage. Nobody dropped him like Savage, Savage went down with the point of the elbow. He drove the point where other wrestlers, how Shawn does the thing and he kind of hit with the meat of the elbow. Savage drove the point right into your larynx. That's how he fucked up Steamboat so bad. With that ring bell and stuff. Who is the girl that has a good one? Is it Kairi Sane? Is it Kairi? She's got a great elbow. Or maybe it's Riho. I think it's Kairi Sane. Okay, so it is on TNT, and it's going to be like a Clash special. So, yeah, you could do it there on a Saturday night. Oh, that's his sister. That's cool that they're there. We want Larry. Who the hell's Larry? Y'all, who's Larry? Oh, Larry the dog. I was like, is that the first name of some wrestler? Johnny Gargano, they reported today, has signed like a week extension for him to work War Games. But that sounds like an Adam Cole situation to me, where he's doing WWE a solid, being like, yeah, it's fine. I'll work what you need me to work. But I'm getting the fuck out of here. So I'm ready to see Johnny Professional Wrestling in AEW. So it's these 3 guys teaming up with the Luchas, I think, right? Kyrie Sane. Yeah, that was her. Thanks for reminding me.
My guys, Luchasaurus and JB, are the #1 ranked tag team in AEW. Now, I know you guys have been in this position before, but the difference is the momentum, the confidence.
So is he saying that all three of them are the #1 ranked tag team?
You guys won the tag team championships.
What's the latest with Marco Stunt? Is he injured or are they just not using him? I have a feeling whenever his contract is up, I don't know how much they're going to use him. But I do know he got hurt, so. Where's Edge these days, Roderick? Edge currently works for World Wrestling Entertainment. It's a wrestling company located outside of Stamford. They do like a bunch of pay-per-views a year, WrestleMania, SummerSlam, Royal Rumble. You might have heard of those. They have a weekly show, Raw, and Edge was on SmackDown, but he is on the Raw brand for World Wrestling Entertainment. I believe that airs on Mondays, I believe. 8 p.m. should be the time for Raw, at least it used to be. So he's there working for the other wrestling company that likes to pretend they're competition to AEW. World Wrestling Entertainment. They go by the letters WWE. If you Google it, you should be able to find all the information on Edge. I hope that helps. Yeah, but I know he's part-time. He's a legend, so he's not going to be on TV every week. I think he's just probably not going to be seen much until the beginning of the year, I would assume. Because I think Seth is going to be Big E's next immediate challenger. Kevin Owens is going to be mixed into this because I think he's on his way out as well. So they're going to want to get him some losses. And I think we'll see Edge again. He's probably just chilling, man. He's got a family. He's semi-retired. Thanks for the 2, Spaz. Think we get Christian Cage versus Sammy Guevara. Yeah, I could see that being a TNT title match. Because Sammy, I don't know how long of a run he's going to have. I like him as TNT champion and everything, but I was surprised that he beat Miro. I didn't see that coming. I was happy for Sammy, but I just can't see him holding that thing for 6 months. So you got to start thinking about who is going to take it off of him. Christian, I like that. Christian's had a taste of some gold recently with the Impact stuff, but, you know. They should make Luchasaurus world champion? I don't know. I like Luchasaurus. World champion, I don't know. Although it would be a good, maybe like a public relations move for AEW and to get one up on WWE to say, hey, we were the first company to give a dinosaur an opportunity, you know, because of all that diversity talk and shit and how AEW lacks diversity and they can shut everybody up if they put the title on a dinosaur. Nobody's ever done that. So, yeah, they probably should. That way nobody can call them dinosaurist, you know, or anti-dinites or whatever. So, yeah. Belt up, Luchasaurus. I'm all for it. Man, Mike, I thought we were going to get a Christian heel turn a long time ago. I thought they were teasing that right from the very minute he started hanging around Jungle Boy. But nothing yet. Yeah, Adam Cole, TNT champion. That would be awesome as well. I kind of think Cole might get a shot against Hangman after Danielson. What's Eddie doing eating this shit? What are you eating, man? The 2.0 Garcia messing with Eddie. He's trying to have his, whatever that is, brownie or something. He's not, I'm eating this fucking delicious pot brownie. What are you talking about? This is hilarious. Eddie's like, I'm about to fuck all three of you up. Oh, coffee in the face. Oh, they jumped him. He's just trying to eat his brownie. Motherfuckers. Oh, it's on now. One doesn't just interrupt a man's brownie. Fuck. I think this guy should be fined and suspended. It looked like there's some peanut butter in there, a little chocolate drizzle. Fucking, oh my God, assholes. Fuck them. I liked 2.0 up until then. I'll be fucking with a man's brownie. Zombie Fighter, thanks, man. Thanks for that $10. Good to see you. Wanted to wish you and yours a wonderful Thanksgiving. Hope you get to enjoy you. I am thankful for all the work that you do. Thank you so much, Jacob. I appreciate that. I'm going to have a great holiday tomorrow. Although I am working, it's volunteer. On a volunteer basis, I actually offered to go in because a lot of my family is doing other shit tomorrow, and I'm going to be with them for Christmas. So I'm actually going to work and do what I got to do, but it's going to be a great day anyway. And me and Elizabeth, who you have met, will still be able to have a nice day together and all that stuff. So thanks, man. Appreciate you being here. The fucking Billy Gunn and the Ass Boys are here. Look at Billy. He's almost like disturbing to look at, considering that he's 60. And these Bear Country guys are like a third of his age, and they look like shit. Bear Country. Oh, yeah, I never thought about that, Spaz. Thanks for that. Christian has a habit of being in one company and winning another company's title. ECW and WWE, NWA and TNA, the world title, yeah, in WWE. I guess you're referring to that program with Orton. And Impact when he was in AEW, yeah. The only part of Billy Gunn that looks old is his hair. High protein Ensure and Geritol. I forgot about Geritol. Totally forgot. Have a little Metamucil on the rocks before bed. Jim Ross goes, he's the big hairy one. Or the bigger hairy one, you should say. Billy Gunn's in the back juicing. Now, I think catering handles that. Like if they want, if they want any sort of smoothie, they'll handle that in catering. Billy shouldn't have to do that. Ugh. His kids do look like him, though. Oh, right on, Jacob. You're also working on Thanksgiving? Yeah. Well, the Ass Boys won. Yeah, my sister and brother-in-law, I have a 5-year-old niece, and they alternate. They go to his parents who live in Denver and spend time with them on Thanksgiving, and then they stay here Christmas, and then the next year they rotate it. And without them here, I was like, I'm just going to bow out of Thanksgiving and go to work. My work schedule's so easy these days, I don't mind busting out a holiday. It's nothing to it. Oh, my God. Darby took out one of the Ass Boys hard. He did look like he was shot out of that tunnel. Darby was like a million miles an hour there. Fucking great. Oh, Howard Starr, you're off on Thanksgiving. Yeah, I've been off the next. I can basically be off any year I want. I've been off the last 2 or 3. Billy needs to go pick up his kid. That was great. I like the kind of the weird looking makeup on Darby. That was amazing, man. I want to see a replay of that tackle. Yeah, good. Here it is. Look at Sting's grin. Here comes Darby. Boom. God. Perfectly timed there, too. You got to help up ass boy number 2 there. Hope he's all right. I'm surprised they're keeping this up. When they did that Billy Gunn Darby Allin match, I didn't think it was very good. It really wasn't my cup of tea. Look at how good Billy looks. Jesus. Thanksgiving was last month. What, Canadian Thanksgiving? You know, y'all should just celebrate it with us, man, because isn't Plymouth Rock real close to y'all? Why don't we just all, why don't the Canadians and Americans just be thankful together? I ain't eating any poutine, though. You can go fuck yourself with that weird shit. Oh, yeah. January 8th, Battle of the Belts. That's right, Charlotte. Battle of the Belts, special event in Charlotte.
Just keep the damn thing rolling. I'm already pissed off. These past few weeks have sucked.
All right, we got Adam Cole and Fishy.
This stupid Friendsgiving thing. What the hell's going on?
Adam Cole's not happy with the Friendsgiving.
They're not. You know how I know that? Because I talk to them every single day, like I talk to you every single day. Of course. Because we're more than just partners. Right. We're friends. We're like best friends. Practically family. Exactly, like family. Like family. Oh my God.
Oh, the best friends.
Walked right past us. I know you saw me. Why wouldn't we walk right past you? Our team is literally called best friends. You don't see us coming out and doing whatever the hell this thing is. Shut your
Whatever the hell this thing is.
Okay, that name best friends for you guys, that's just a name. We should call you the best friend. Because where's your partner? Where's Trent? Exactly, I ain't seen him. You, Orange.
Something tells me Trent's
You were a
coming back soon.
horrible friend, and you, Yuta, whatever your name is, you probably don't even have any damn friends. Is that right? What kind of a name is Yuta? So you think you can look me in the face and tell me that two people like Orange and Yuta are better friends than me and Bobby? You're kidding yourself. What's Yuta's middle name? Okay. You guys want to push your luck?
Yeah, I want an Orange Cassidy Adam Cole match.
Tired of being disrespected.
I'll take one of those. I'll take 2.
Bobby, let's get out of here. Brandon, you can shut the camera off.
That whole thing where we just saw right there smells like a Rampage match. Maybe a little tag. Orange and Wheeler against Cole and Fish or something. Yeah, Charlotte, a certain 16-time champ, might be up for that. I think he might. Thanks for that $2 to Sean. In the words of Jerry Lawler, that's it. He's dead. I'm assuming you're referring to Darby Allin taking Ass Boy's head off. I did see Bronson Reed in Impact. I think that's great. I was just thinking about him when I saw the 2 Bear Country guys out here. I'm like, hey, I should bring him in to be like the leader. I'm out of Stella, so I'm going to go get a new one out of my fridge. Be right back. All right. Back. With a fresh, cold one. I don't know if I can do it. By the way, I put on Twitter today. Today is the 24-year anniversary of one of my favorite shows I ever attended live. It was the Raw after two Raws, second Raw after Survivor Series. The week after Rick Rude was on both Raw and Nitro on the same night. The Survivor Series 97, the screw job. And that was also the last night in the company for Jim Neidhart, for Crush. And it was the night where Austin beeped The Rock and kicked his ass. A lot of stuff went down that night. They brought out the mini Bret Hart and did that whole segment. All that was there. And I was like in the 4th row for that. Then I met a whole bunch of people at Waffle House after. Even saw Crush and Vader and the DOA hanging out together. They were all eating right next to us. And we were hearing them talk about WCW. And like, what the fuck are they talking about? And that's because Crush left. He was kind of pissed about the screw job. So they had Kane squash him that night. And that was his last night in the company. Weird night, but that all went down 24 years ago. And also that night, the New Age Outlaws, Billy Gunn, we just saw wrestle. Jesus, man, he was on that show. I should have put that fun fact up about him. I should do it right now. They won the titles.
All right, here we go. Miller in motion. Wait, is that a baby on the field?
It looks like it, Craig.
And the defensive linemen are playing peekaboo. Never seen anything like that before.
Harris now appears to be burping the baby.
That's a great moment right there.
Ref going to the rule book here.
Well, wait a minute. Harris is off to the races.
We don't need any more trick plays.
Touchdown!
But we could all use more ways to save.
Are you kidding me? That's gonna be a long bus ride home for the defense.
Switch the Geico for more ways to save.
Slices and sticks. Half pepperoni pizza.
Half Italian cheese sticks.
This is more about the pizza.
No, it's more about the cheese sticks.
Pizza sticks.
Pizza sticks.
Caesars with hot and ready slices and sticks from 4 to 8 p.m. Pizza.
Sticks.
After a couple of weeks of discussion, we finally have an ultimatum.
Oh, here we go.
Official contract offer to Dante Martin.
Where's Brian Cage?
Dante Martin, you're either in or you're out. We're not playing games no more, dude. That's a golden opportunity for you, my friend. And you, Leo Rush, I have no idea why you even have a copy of that agreement. And I have no idea what the hell you're even doing in this room.
So they want Dante to join Team Taz?
Anything that has to do with Dante has to do with me. Well, what are you coming at me like that for? This is just business, buddy. Simply business.
Is that the nicest room y'all could find? You are downstairs in the basement?
Do you think?
This is business that we don't want to be a part of. So,
Uh-oh. Do you really sign a contract to be in a faction? Is that how it works? I didn't think it worked like that. Dante signed it. Leo is not happy. Oh, he's eating chips? Can I have one? What are those? If they're Lay's barbecue, I'm going to have more than one. Poor Leo. Dude, I'll be your friend. I'll be Leo's friend if he wants. Hey, Spaz, thanks for another one, man. Very generous $20 spot on that one. Thanks, dude. I said this in another stream. Think about what AEW could give us next year. First off, Eddie Kingston versus Kevin Steen. Yeah, but I'm waiting for the 9-man tag. Cole, Fish, and Hangman versus the Bucks, Kenny, and the Good Brothers. Yeah. Cole, Kyle, and Fish and Hangman. That's where you got to think about Kyle. I think Kyle and Gargano are both going to bounce. I really, really hope they do. They don't fit there anymore. They fit here, you know? It seems like O'Reilly and Gargano would have literally nothing to offer to WWE's current vision. So, hell yeah, that would be a fun-ass 9-man tag. Wait, who's the handicap? The Bucks and Kenny, so, oh yeah. Need another babyface on that side. Make it a 10. Make it a 10er. All right, so this is Thunder Rosa and Jamie Hayter. Should be a dandy. I guess I'm going Rosa here because I think the winner of this faces Jade Cargill in the next round. Oh, I get it. 3 teams of 3. Oh, yeah, we're assuming that that Kenny and the Bucks are going to be on the outs. They're going to be with the Good Brothers, and Hangman is going to be with the Bucks, and Cole, Kyle, and Fish. Triple threat 6-man tag. Is that how it is? Triple threat? I don't know what you call those things. Okay, well, that makes more sense. I'm thinking all those guys were on the same team. Oh, I like this. They're not messing around. Tony Schiavone goes, I'll tell you what, man, we got 2 fine female athletes here. He almost slipped up. He almost pulled a Jim Ross. Look at this aggression. I'm loving this. I saw 3 or 4 different people talking about that they were looking forward to this match tonight. I didn't think it would be bad by any means, but it wasn't on my radar as one I just really can't wait to see. But both of them can go. That was a fucking fresh slap to Jamie. You want a fresh one? Ooh. Yeah, Jamie Hayter's definitely got a little bit of the strength advantage, I would think, here. Yeah, I like to see a match where the ladies just tear into each other right when the bell rings. It fits perfectly with who these two are. Yeah, I'm surprised Excalibur didn't drop my my fun fact, although he'd have to talk about a WWE title. But the New Age Outlaws beating the Legion of Doom is kind of a big deal for the first time, and that happened. This is the anniversary of that. A fucking bug gnat flying around my head. So they're doing the Battle of the Belts on January 8th. And on the 29th, the last Wednesday of the year, they advertised that. Is there not going to be a Dynamite in between there? Because otherwise, they're going to do Dynamite and then have Rampage and then have that Battle of the Belts. Seems like a lot. Rafe, have I ever been in a fight? Nothing too serious. I've been actually quite lucky. I was in a bunch when I was a kid, of course. And I punched a kid 4 times bigger than me square in the face as hard as I could because it was my only way out of the situation. And I reared back and hit him as hard as I could and nearly broke my fucking hand. And he didn't even budge. I don't even think he blinked. And immediately grabbed me and had me down. And then some people jumped in before he could fucking murder me because he was very large and I was very small. But he was bullying me. He was picking on me and he had me cornered. And I didn't know any way out, so I just went for it. Luckily, I was saved. But otherwise, I've never really been in any, had a couple close calls at bars and stuff, but it was always against drunk people that I could have killed, and I never did. So yeah, I've been pretty lucky. I'm not much of a fighter. Plus, I don't like being in environments where you'd really get in fights. Oof. But sometimes I've probably been closer just with customers in my restaurant having to fucking throw them out. Yeah, Hayter took a big spill into the barricade there. Careful this time, Thunder. She's on that apron. How far up are you going? Okay, she's going for the kick. Nope. Oh, she broke the count. Smart. Oh, Hayter caught her. Oh, my God. Now, that's a bad spot. If you get caught and rammed into the post, they got those square posts with the corners. That's even worse. Jesus. I could have. I've done great shit. That same bully, he tried to get me on the school bus one time. And back then, like, teachers and stuff didn't do anything. Like, if you had to get in a fight, you couldn't go tell a teacher. Like, they were basically going to be like, oh, good luck. Hope you don't get your ass kicked kind of thing. So I was on the school bus. I was like in 5th grade, 6th grade, something like that. And the big bully is sitting in the front of the bus, and he's mad at me for whatever reason. I'm in the back with my friends, and he's like, my stop was before his. So he's like, when you get off, I'm punching you when you walk past me. He goes, you're not going to get off this bus without me hitting you as hard as I can. And just filled my head with this the whole time, the entire bus ride home. And my friends are all like, what are you going to do? I'm like, I don't know. Like, and so the bus gets to my house and I'm in the back. I opened up the emergency door and I hopped out and I flipped them off and I got like a standing ovation from everybody on the bus. And it was like the coolest thing. And I just took my backpack and I strutted home. And that was the precursor to the fight I just described when he finally cornered me. And I knew there was no way out except just to swing. And it was just the funny, like I can still see his face. Like I went up as hard as I could, and my hand connected with all of his chin, and I swear his head didn't even move. You know, I wasn't a weak kid or anything. He was just so big, and it was just the funniest thing to see my hand hit his face, and him just to be like, oh, was that a fly? Did a fly land on my head? And I was like, oh fuck! And I kind of like covered up, and he grabbed me, he had me by the neck, but by then people swarmed in. One of my favorite stories, just because he was so big and he was 2 grades bigger than me. This is the typical bully, right? You know, they'll never pick on somebody their own size. But once word got out about that, I had a couple of protectors, and this one guy who was a kind of a big skateboarding guy in the school waited around and basically like kind of hovered around waiting for this kid to fuck with me again and kicked his ass. It was quite awesome. Marky, we called him Marky. He lived maybe 3 blocks away from me. And he came up, he goes, if he ever fucks with you again, you come get me. And I'm like, yes, sir. And was never bothered me again. But then by the time I got to high school, though, I was playing basketball. And, you know, I lived in North Carolina. You know, a very big percentage of my school was black. So if you can play basketball, you can get their respect. And so I got to the point in high school where I don't think anybody would have messed with me because I had some large friends that that really had my back. Like if they saw somebody messing with me, you know, they would have stood up for me instantly, you know. So I was happy with that I got that respect in school. What are they chanting? There's Jamie Hayter, Thunder Rosa back and forth chant. I love it. People like Jamie Hayter. Big superplex coming up. Oof. God, Hayter hit hard. Right, was I fighting the Big Show? He was kind of like the Big Show. His name was Mike. What a dick. I still remember that guy. He ugly as shit, too. Big, ugly fucking guy. I think he was just mad because he had no friends and shit, and he just picked on us because we were cool. But he really singled me out for some reason. Ooh. We've all been there. You guys have all dealt with bullies and when you were in school, you know. It's all part of growing up. Oof. I like these women are beating the shit out of each other. God, Rebel is loud. Not even in a good way. You roll with a gang called the Tunnel Snakes? All right, don't be coming up on my gang. We're called the Nerd Herd. Don't be messing with us. I'll see this mouse right here? I'll hit you with it, man. I ain't afraid. I'm more of a lover. Cameraman's doing some good work in this match, huh? I think I know what you're referring to. I'm loving this match because both these women like can do some of that MMA shit. Like they both dabble in that, right? So I mean, I'd take a program out of these two. Forget a tournament match. I mean, Rosa's going to have to overcome 2 women on the outside there. Oh, nice. Tunnel Snakes for life. Oh, wow. Britt rocked Hayter with a thrust kick. Britt and Rebel tumble. This is going to be it. She'll finish Hayter off here for sure. Oh, ooh, careful. She's got her. Yeah. Well, Thunder Rosa fended off everyone and picked up the win, moves on in the tournament. Now Britt's coming. Britt, you're going to ruin your Friendsgiving. You better chill. I really hope Thunder Rosa beats Jade Cargill. I'm just not ready for Cargill yet. I need her to be a bit better. And then you can make her Roman Reigns. Do whatever you want with her, but... All right, so we've got Nyla's going to face the winner of Statlander and Ruby, Thunder and Cargill. So we basically got our final four just about made here, our final five. So what do you think? Who's the finals? Thunder and Ruby, Thunder and Statlander, Thunder and Nyla? It's one of those three. Although I worry it's going to be Jade Cargill. I think she's going to pull off a victory over Thunder Rosa with some help. Thanksgiving Eve, just like the Survivor Series used to be. These fucking guys. Beat your stuffing turkey ass. Not a big Cargill fan. I'm a fan of how she looks, and I think she's just tailor-made for wrestling. It's just I'm not belting her up yet. That's just me, though, you know? Yeah, you do kind of have a square head. Second guy. Is he Parker? AEW's version of Omos, maybe. I think Cargill's a little better than Omos, sort of. I like her a lot. I just think she needs some work. You dig? Yeah, you don't fuck with a man wearing a leopard print jacket. I have underwear that looks the same way. Do I think Jericho needs time off? I don't think Jericho wrestles a lot right now. He's not in the ring like every week or anything. I think his in-ring time is okay. I've been thinking he was going to take time off forever. Every time he lost, I'm like, oh, he'll probably leave and go do Fozzy stuff. But he's stuck around for most of the time. He does that commentary stuff. I don't think he needs to. I don't think Jericho was in there. I don't consider Jericho to be in the ring like too much. If he was on TV every week or something, then I might be, yeah. Magical. Yeah, I don't think Omos is as bad as Great Khali, but he's got some of those similar movements because he's just so big. Andre was like that too. You know, once you're so big, you can only do so much, you know. But it's hard to find big guys who can actually do shit. They're rare as hell. 2022 could be great, man. We could see Keith Lee in AEW. There's a possibility of us seeing Lee and O'Reilly and Gargano over there with Cole and some of those guys. Could be fun. An AEW chant of good mic work going around the arena. I think it would be fun. I've always been obsessed with like people who like build out camper vans and like live in them. I build out one of those and just like drive to every single Dynamite show around the country and film it, put it on YouTube. It'd be a blast. But I can't. I have a house that I live in and people I'm with. But I think that'd be a good idea for a YouTube channel if somebody wanted to do it. Yeah, hey, I'm kind of with Ruben Litton on that. Rosa Soho final would be fantastic, and it would be a great way to really establish what that title means. That's why I'm leaning more towards them doing something like that is what they should do. I understand that Jade is going to be a big deal, and you might want to start decorating her up with shit. I understand, but if you want to, like how the TNT title, I kind of had that standard right off the bat. You know, there's some good matches being had there. You're almost guaranteed to have a solid in-ring match between Thunder Rosa and Ruby Soho if you make that the final. Give them a good match, a lot like what we saw from Hayter and Rosa now, and then have the winner, whichever one, Rosa, Ruby, you know, that sort of thing where the fans are like, oh, yeah, this is going to be a fun title, and that's why part of me thinks a babyface should win it first, just for the fans to really get behind the championship, you know? Because if you do put it on Jade Cargill, then you're going to need to take it off Jade Cargill. And you don't want to see title runs lasting, you know, a year and shit. And so they would have to start thinking about how do you take it off of her? How do you beat her? You know, and Jade Cargill is so big and strong, you know, you'd think it would be, she'd have to be a baby face and have heels cheat to beat her type of thing. So I just don't think I would put it on Cargill to establish that title. I would put it on someone like Thunder Rosa, who has a track record, or Ruby. Oh, look at this. This is fantastic. Who sits like this when they eat? This is like when WWE wrestlers watch the TV. Unless this is a wedding. Oh, you took her role? What kind of wine are y'all drinking? That is not wine. That is cranberry juice. The only wine that is that color comes out of a box. Why do you guys each get your own pumpkin pie? Fucking pigs, man. What?
Tony Khan has signed for Rampage Black Friday, a Black Friday deal match for Rio against you, and if she defeats you Friday...
A Black Friday deal match for Riho.
No. There is no Black Friday deal match.
Black Friday deal match. I love it. They should show a bunch of wrestlers trampling each other for like a flat screen TV or something. That would be fun.
Okay, well, you've ruined Halloween, and now you've ruined Thanksgiving. Anything else, you're not invited to the Christmas party, okay? And who put ice in the red wine? I can't help but think it was you.
Who put ice in the red wine? What? Who the fuck? What are you guys drinking? Even the lightest Pinot Noir will not be that light red poured in a glass. So that's a rosé or something disgusting. Oh, yeah, it's Boom Boom and Danielson. They could be drinking warm Cape Cods. That is exactly what it looked like, with very light ice. But why would that be in a wine glass? You'd put that in a short little rocks glass with a lime and a straw, and that's it. Yeah, I thought about it. I could afford it. I could buy a nice one and build it out and fucking travel and stuff, but I couldn't shit in a bucket. I don't think I could. Sounds fun and everything, but nah, shitting in a bucket might be where I draw the line. I love Bryan Danielson's booty shaking theme. It's the best. I'm not a huge sweets guy, Rodrigo. I do like cheesecake. I don't like a lot of fruit-based desserts. Like, I don't like pies at all. I don't like pumpkin pie or cherry pie or apple pie. I don't eat any of that stuff. I'm a pretty simple guy. I'll eat like a brownie sundae or something like that. A couple bites of it, but I really don't like sweets. I never order dessert in restaurants. Very rarely I do. I got to be feeling really saucy. That's right. Colt's in his hometown, too, don't forget. Daniel Bryan, he said it again. JR said Daniel Bryan more times than I have. I love that. Dan Price, good to see you, man. Welcome here. Yeah, sweets just aren't for me. I don't dislike sweets. I will, if I'm hungry, I'll fucking tear up some chocolate chip cookies and stuff, but it's not like my favorite go-to, and I rarely eat dessert ever. We've got some good ones at my restaurant. I've got a s'mores pot de creme, which is great. We've got a bread pudding, like a chocolate chip bread pudding made with like Hawaiian rolls. We've got a cheesecake. We've got some homemade lemon bars. What else do I have there? We got flourless shit for the fucking gluten-free weirdos that are everywhere in the world. We got everything. Mm. 5 career singles matches between Danielson and Coltster. And one was a time limit draw. Cool. Thank you for all these stats. Oof. Danielson is just not messing around. I'm loving this. Like, for the people who say, you really prefer this Danielson working against Colt than Danielson working against Roman on SmackDown? I'm like, yeah, I do. Believe it or not. I do. Colt Cabana, big Colt Cabana chance. Yeah, so Danielson's going to be doing full-blown heel here, which I love. What's better, red or white wine? Well, it depends on what you like, but you're going to find better red wine in terms of like really nice stuff, expensive stuff. But you can find some expensive whites too. I got a bottle of $300 white Chardonnay on my menu, Peter Michael. But I'm more of a red guy, like a Cabernet guy. But it also depends on what you're eating. If you're eating a steak, if you're eating a nice, rich piece of chocolate, then you want a good, rich, bold Cabernet, very smooth. But if you're eating a piece of fish, you're eating some chicken, you might want a Sauv Blanc or a Chardonnay or something like that. Just depends what time of year it is. It's outside in the middle of the day in July. Drink a rosé. A Cab or Pinot or Syrah would not be good in the middle of summer outside in the middle of the day. Oh, that kick laid in hard on Colt's ribs. Jesus. What was Colt's name in WWE? Lonnie Donegan or something? What was his name? I don't know what he's going for. It doesn't look good, though. Oh. Mad Dog 2020. I drank some of that shit as a kid. I ain't afraid. Ooh, big moonsault. Close. Yeah, so some Boone's Farm entered my lips. Some Strawberry Hill. I've been there. Scotty Goldman. I was close. Lonnie Donegan. Michael, not much. Jamie Hayter and Thunder Rosa had a hell of a match, and Danielson is kicking the shit out of Colt Cabana right now. Wow, I love it. I feel like he's going to have to. That's it. Skip Goldstein, that would be good. All right. Tony's going to go talk to Danielson. Is the restaurant business my forte? Yeah, kind of. I've been in it for 30 years. But I'm going to be out soon. I got retirement on the horizon. I have done very well in the crypto market and really changed my life direction. So I think that I'm not going to be doing it for too much longer. So, but yeah, I've been doing it since the day before I was even old enough to legally work. I was already working in restaurants. So I know it backwards and forwards. But I'm ready to get out. I am definitely ready to get out. I'm ready to Shawshank my way out of the business and stay out and maybe just hang out and do YouTube full time. So that is that's in sight. My path is lit, and that's a good feeling to have. Stella, I don't know why. It's just always been my go-to casual drinking beer. I prefer, more microbrews, and I like IPAs and pale ales and other lagers and things like that. But if I'm just chilling, I'm usually just hitting something light. Yeah, if I ever do go full-time, we'll make a full-on schedule. I mean, it's funny talking about full-time now considering how bad the channel has been doing. But if I go to full-time, you'd probably see me every day, for something. Yeah, Bitcoin's part of it. I currently don't have any Bitcoin because the other altcoins were pumping harder, and I did my research, and I invested smartly, and it's paid off. And we're about to end the end of the bull market here, and once it's over, cash out, reinvest in the bear market, and then next time around, then it's going to be on. So I'm very, very fortunate and grateful that one day, 18 months ago, I went on YouTube and said, "What is a Bitcoin?" And once I learned a little bit about it and got the ball rolling and invested a little, things just happened and then happened again and then happened again and snowballed. And, now I'm not where I thought I was going to be 3 years ago. So invest your money, kids. It's my one advice. I don't really drink much. I mean, I will drink Bud Light or Coors Light if it's there and it's all that's available, but I'm not usually going to the store and buying it. But if I'm somewhere and they're like, "Oh, we got us Bud Light," I'm like, "Give me a Bud Light. Give me 3 of them." Yeah, C-Mac, that's a good point. Danielson kind of reminds you of a little bit of a heel Brett, where he's not changing himself up much, but he's just, he's edgier, he's got a little bit of a chip, or as Vince would call it, he's a changed man. You're not making many friends, Danielson. Fickle.
I came out here and I said that I was going to kick Colt Cabana's head in, and not only did I kick his head in, I kicked his teeth out.
Oh, Jesus.
Next week, we are
For reals?
and I hear there's a couple Dark Order members from Atlanta. So I invite
Oh, Atlanta next week, huh?
them to fight me next week, and I'll kick their heads in.
Okay. Danielson wants Dark Order guys in Atlanta next week.
And all of this is leading to the ultimate head kicking, and that's Hangman Adam Page.
Mm-hmm. Oh, here he comes. Sweet. Yeah, Rafe. Well, the bear market is what happens at the end of the cycle here. Then everything just drops 90%. So what you want to do is reinvest when everything drops and improve your position on everything. So when the next cycle comes around in 2025, you can 5, 10, even 20x what you have, like I did this past time. But yeah, bear market, everything drops all the way, like 90% drop You know, so you got to be smart. You got to cash out, rebuy. It's fucking crazy. And I don't know anything, and I don't know what I'm doing. I'm an idiot, and I made money. So imagine what would happen if I didn't know what I was doing. There's a lot of people that know more than me, but investing is the way to go. He looks good with the belt, doesn't he?
Because we're in Chicago. And this city, this building, well, they hold a very special place in my heart. And I can't think of a better place or a better time to defend this championship against you than right here and right now.
Well, there's no way it's going to happen right now. There's no way it's happening right now. Nope, 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 nope. I like Paige with the title. Hmm.
How smart is this? For the champ.
Insider, thank you. That's not quite inside information, but it's best I can do. No, Brian's like, nope. Wow, big slap. Here we go. Oh, yeah, fisticuffs. I like it. Punchy face. Oh, yeah, he's going to buckshot him right here. Watch, 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 watch. Here he goes. Oh, he got out. Love it. That was a perfect little exchange. That's exactly all I needed. I didn't need any more than that. The minute I saw Danielson clothesline him over the top rope, I'm like, oh, he's gonna buckshot him. Oh, good stuff. Yeah, I kind of want to see Hangman run with that title. I think Hangman should beat Danielson when that match happens. You gotta make Hangman, you know. And Danielson is just the type of guy that has the star power and that could easily afford a clean loss. Wouldn't do anything to Danielson at all to harm his stature in AEW, and it would do a hell of a lot for Paige. The Black Friday deal match, Baker and Riho. I'm assuming they're taping all this shit tonight. I would assume they are, so all the talent can go be with their families for Thanksgiving. Okay, so that's next Wednesday is Soho and Statlander. Yeah, and that'll give us our final four after Soho and Statlander. Kind of rooting for Soho. I really like Statlander. Might like Ruby a touch more, but holy shit, Statlander can do a 450? That's impressive. Full-time Good Mike Rick means more AWA shows to review. Should be a dandy next week. It's going to be hard to top the one they had tonight. I thought Rosa and Hayter was a lot of fun. Use Bitcoin to buy weed on the dark net. I remember thinking Bitcoin was only like a dark web thing, and then I started learning about it. I'm like, oh, you can just buy it on an exchange or whatever. But yeah, it's definitely been a game changer. I ain't gonna lie. Next. Oh, this must be the main event. It's got to be Cody, right? Or Malachi, yeah. So what is this? Is this a 10-man? Is it Malachi, Andrade, and or maybe 8-man, and FTR against Cody, Pac, and Luchas is what I think this is. Eight-man tag. Yeah, I saw the War Games matches set. Oh, that's a Saturday show? I thought it was Sunday. Well, shit. I might have to do some rearranging at work if I'm going to be here to do that. We don't know what's going on with Andrade either. Andrade apparently has unfollowed Charlotte from social media. It's got to be hard, too. You got to, like, Black, should Black be AEW champion? Sure, one day. I just don't know when. I mean, you can't, not everybody can be champion. You only have one title, and you don't want to hot potato the thing. So there are going to have to be people that say, we're just not going to be able to give that guy the title. We don't have time, or it's not in the cards for us. I hope Malachi becomes a top player, but I don't see him being in the world title hunt for a while. I can see him getting a title shot, though, but maybe not winning it. Not anytime soon. Dash, fix your hood, bro. You're going to fucking fall off the ramp. Oh, Dax, you dick. That's awesome. Did you see him making the kid reach for the high five? I don't know, Mike. I don't know if anybody knows they broke up, but why would you do that? Why would you unfollow from multiple platforms if everything was just hunky-dory? So I don't know. Andrade. Did they break up for real? Is either one confirmed this? It kind of seems like that's what's happened, but I thought they were like super duper lovey-dovey. That's why social media is such bullshit. All these people trying to pretend their lives are great when they ain't. But man, every picture of the two of them, they're like up each other's asses in every one. I'm like, how do you go from that to broken up like in just like 3 weeks? Andrade's a handsome man. So is Charlotte. I'm kidding. Spaz, thanks for the 10, dude. Thoughts on the 2 War Games matches this year? I don't even know who's in them, so I'm glad you wrote down the participants. Dakota Kai, Mandy Rose, Gigi Dolan, and Jane against Ray, Shirai Gonzalez, and Cora for the ladies. I don't even know who 2 of them are. Ciampa, Gargano, Dunn, Knight, and versus Waller or Walter? Waller, Cameron D'Angelo. Fuck, I don't even know half these fucking people. They look okay, I guess. I know Toxic Attraction is kind of on top right now. No pun intended. Oh, God, I don't know. Cool to see Ciampa and Gargano. I'm so out of the loop with NXT. I barely even know who the North American champion is. Like, I've never even seen him before, until like 3 weeks before he won the title. So I'm just completely out of the NXT loop, and it's going to get worse because I already have, since stopping to watch it after they moved to the rainbow colors. I'm so far behind. I don't know. I'm never going to catch up. So anyway, it's sad, but it's the way it has to be. Okay, thank you. If as long as War Games is on a Sunday, I'll be here to review it. But yeah, if I'm home, I'll definitely watch it. But I don't know who the new players are. Like, I don't know anything about the Duke Hudson poker player guy. I know Wayne Bloom's kid is like found a dead guy on his property or something. I have no idea what's going on there. They got the Italian moron with the hat running around there. Toxic Attraction I've seen a little bit of because I'm familiar with all three of them. And Gigi Dolan, Priscilla Kelly was on the Jericho Cruise when I went not long ago. And it was nice to see her get signed there and everything. But the new Vision is just, I don't know, it's really not for me. If they really did break up, do you think Ric Flair will keep in touch with Charlotte? But if they broke up with, if Charlotte and Andrade broke up, will Charlotte still keep in touch with her dad? Probably. Just a guess. Most people do. Oh, man, I use this streaming app, this DirecTV streaming app. So during commercial breaks, usually don't see a lot of commercials. It just plays this waiting screen with this horrible music. It just drives me nuts. That'd be a good looking Four Horsemen faction in AEW. Cody, FTR, and Andrade. FTR is already in Pinnacle. Can you be in two factions? That would actually be a funny thing to do that I don't think they've ever done. Has there ever been a wrestler that's kind of like in two factions, like sort of? They should really do that. Like if both factions are heel or both factions are babyface, I don't see why it wouldn't work. Yeah, I think Rick liked Andrade. Death Triangle looks awesome. Too bad Cody's their partner. I feel like since Gonzalez lost the title, I feel like she could be ripe for a call-up at some point. So, yeah, I don't look into those matches. I don't know which way they're going to go. Oh, of course we got to get Cody's grand entrance last. He really thinks he's something, doesn't he? It's so elaborate. He's like so middle of the road in terms of popularity. Yet his entrance is like he's goddamn Austin in 98. I don't know, Mike. That's going to be up to AEW if they want to bring Rick in. It's going to be up to them. I think it's kind of funny how he asked for his release or got released from WWE, and then the plane ride from hell came out, and now nobody wants to touch him. Cody, that robe is obnoxious. Like, how much do you have to love America to wear some shit like that, man? God. Cash's hair. What's he doing with it? Spaz, another 5 from you, man. Thank you. One day, Triple H walks out on Dynamite during the simulcast and says the contract does say McMahon, but it says Hunter McMahon. I now own AEW. That would be awesome. Saw the report of Triple H and Stephanie's daughter training to wrestle. Damn, Angie. Late showing up here. Why, you been cooking? Why, is it a holiday or something? You must be hosting if you've been cooking, or you're going somewhere. There's eagle feathers on Cody's robe. Yep. Yeah, Cash's hair looks hysterical. I'm just loving it. I don't know what he's trying to do, but it's pretty awesome. Yeah, the fans are into this one. All righty, here we go. Cody and Dax starting things off. Is that where Winter is Coming was last year? Was it also in Dallas or in Texas? I kind of think it's cool that they revisit some cities for some of these shows. Oh, Lance Storm, thank you for that. Remember earlier when I was talking about MJF, I'm like, what's that yellow shit on his shirt? I'm like, is he sweating piss? And then I thought maybe it was the orange Thanksgiving lights, but Lance Storm says it's fake tanner that melted off onto the shirt. That's exactly what it is. Or spray tan. Yeah, that's right. They're in Georgia next week. Very good point, Jim Ross. Jim Ross doesn't often make good points these days. He's like, it's going to be interesting to hear what kind of ovation he gets in Georgia next week. All right, we are kind of in a dead spot here in the match. I'll be back in 2 seconds. We are back. Cody is treating the boos like cheers. Yeah, kind of like how Cena did. They're not bullying me. I'm polarizing. What are they chanting? Oh, no. Oh, throw it back? I love it. Aubrey tried to kick it out. So what, Cody threw his belt, his weight belt? That's dangerous. You threw that thing in the ring? Oh, and Andrade threw it under the ring. And the fans threw it back. I love it. Throw it back. Throw it back. That's great. I don't know if I would have thrown it back. Put that shit on eBay and make $11 off it. No, Raph Man, I haven't read that. It was between that and Bret Hart's biography, so I chose Bret Hart. I love that they threw that belt back. That's fucking hilarious. Watch out. Yeah, throwing the belt back is like dangerous. I can't believe Cody threw that out. I just stepped away, so I missed it, but he must have thrown that belt out into the crowd with that belt buckle on it and something. Could have caught somebody in the head. Oh, he did put it back on. Cody's wearing it again. Why does he even wear it at all? Looks like he's like a forklift driver at fucking Home Depot. Like, where are you wearing that? Doesn't even look good on him. Oh, it did hit Aubrey when she threw it? Okay, I saw her kick it. I didn't realize it hit her. I just saw it laying in the ring. Oh, big kick by Penta right to fucking Cash. Page to AEW? Yeah, I could see it. WWE, I think, just keeps her around out of pure spite. She has no interest in being there anymore. I don't think she gives a shit at all. They should just cut her loose. Let her go do what she wants. Oh, okay. Last year was Jacksonville, and they did have 1,000 fans there. That's actually a lot for last year. We still weren't quite there yet. I remember my restaurant, we closed the entire month of January right after that, and shit was getting bad. We did not have a good Christmas season at all. We were very limited. We couldn't do any parties because people weren't getting the vaccines yet. I didn't get mine until April. So, oh, that was a sweet Rana. And a drop kick. Yeah, you kind of forget about some of those daily place Dynamites during the pandemic when they had some fans there to make a little bit of noise, generate a little bit of noise. It helped. It definitely did. And 1,000 people is kind of a lot, considering, you know, we went under lockdown again here in January because the cases just kept rising. Oh. Spaz, 5 more. Your Survivor Series pod, you said the most unique loss WWE could suffer at this point would be the Usos. Yeah, I don't know. I can't see them leaving. Just with all the problems they've had and how WWE just doesn't punish them and shit, you know, and they're at the forefront of everything. They're one of the most decorated tag teams ever. I don't know what they could do in AEW that would be better than what they do in WWE. It just depends on their situation, contracts, I don't know. Tag teams have same deals or they have individual deals. Jimmy was hurt for a year and a half. Is his deal different now? I don't know. I'd love to see the Usos in AEW. That would be awesome. But from a talent perspective, I can see why a lot of guys would find AEW a more attractive place to work. I think most guys would find AEW a more attractive place to work. Double stunner, that looked good. But what would the Usos' motivation would be for wanting to leave? Oh, my God. Wow. Fucking crazy. Took down Black, too. Wow. I'd like to see Rey Fenix go for like a springboard and get hit with a black mass. That would be sweet. Oof. Black's getting aggressive now. All right, they're going to go to pitcher-in-pitcher here. I don't know, Angie, about Charlotte and Andrade. Weird situation developing there. She's probably super annoying. So is he. They probably just got sick of each other. Oh, yeah. Andrade, did he take his pants off mid-match? He usually wrestles in the pinstripes, doesn't he? I didn't even notice, Christian. I've been kind of watching. Ooh, good point. 3 former NXT champions in this match. 5 if you count FTR. Because they held tags, remember? Everybody in that ring except for the Luchas have held WWE gold, correct? Michael Kumo, thank you for that $5, man. Just watching King of the Ring 97, JR made a joke about if WWE is for sale and if Triple H was going to buy it. Man, JR was onto something back then. King of the Ring 97, that was the year that Triple H won it, yeah? That was Farouk and Taker. It was supposed to be Brett and Shawn, turned out to be Shawn and Austin. Oh, why did I think there was 3? Pac and Andrade are former. I thought there was a third. Pac and Andrade and Black. Yeah, okay, yeah, there was 3. I thought I saw 2. Yeah, and then Pac, Dax, and Cash, all former tag champs. Pac was? Cool. Yeah, so Luchas, that's it. Cody had some title runs in WWE himself. I'm glad there's always going to be a debate on Becky and Charlotte. I think they should be the Hogan and Warrior, the Brett and Shawn, the Austin and Rock of the women's division. You know, let them the Cena and Orton of the women's division. I think that's what Becky and Charlotte should be. I've gone back and forth on both of them over the years. I've liked Charlotte a lot. I'd say most recently I'm more Becky than I am Charlotte. I'm Team Becky. Neither one are my favorite, but between the two, I'm liking Becky a little bit more right now than Charlotte. Pac was tag team champions with Corey Graves. Who the fuck is Oliver Gray? Who's Oliver Gray? Okay. I guess I don't remember any of that. Oh, British Ambition and with Corey? I don't even remember British Ambition. No memory of it. Although in the first couple years, though, I didn't think I was really watching much of NXT until like 2015. That like Cesaro Sami Zayn match that they had at like one of the first ones, that was when I was like, oh, I'm gonna start watching this NXT. So anything that happened before that, like I never watched Big E's title win or Seth's title win or anything like that. Never saw any of that stuff in NXT. Oh, congrats to Mustafa Ali. Looks like a baby daughter. We named her Dua because we prayed really hard for her. She might have had some complications. Cute looking kid, definitely fresh out of the womb. It's about as fresh as a baby as you get. Congrats to Ali. Ain't a better dude in the business anywhere. Okay, so 2014 then, Rodrigo probably would have been around the first time I started watching NXT on a regular basis. Other than that, it was just catching things here and there. Wow. Never breaking stride, if you will. Yeah, where the hell is Asuka anyway? Let's get her over here and all elite. Crowd is all about this match, too. Every person in the arena is... You notice this. Like, look at the crowd right now. Look at how many people are standing up. You get this shit on Raw or SmackDown in the main event? None of us are standing up. We're either sitting down or attacking wrestlers, one or the other. What a pile driver. Wow. Watch out for Phoenix. Jesus. I don't know how Phoenix does all that shit. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Phoenix ate that knee and he bent completely backwards. He fucking turned into the ridiculousness logo. Oh, that was great. Oh, kick to Pac. Fans fucking hate Cody. Ooh. Oh, my God. Belly to belly in the corner from Pac to Andrade. A charging Andrade. Hey, good comparison there. Oh, look at there's Tully and Arn. Let's get it on, boys. Oh, how this warms my heart. Jose's going to get in this. Jose, you can get right on out of here. Why are you grabbing your nuts? Oh, good. They took him out. Tully and Arn never really had much beef in storyline. I don't recall any matches between them. Oh, Phoenix with a big dive. Now Penta's going for something. Sling blade. One to Dax as well. Yeah, a lot of people have mentioned Andrade's pants. I think he took them off. He was hot. Yeah, if you're ever hot, just take your pants off. Seems to work for Andrade. Damn, these luchas are just diving everywhere. Oh, the mist to the face. Nice. That's it. They should have pinned Cody. Got the crowd to pop. That's awesome. That was a good way to end the show. Excellent match. I thought all the matches tonight were fun. I was slightly worried that this wouldn't be one of the strongest Dynamites. I have no idea what the ratings will probably be relatively low, I think, tomorrow. But in terms of what we got here, the CM Punk MJF confrontation, Danielson's match with Cabana was a lot of fun. This main event was fucking off the hook. Jamie Hayter and Thunder Rosa tore it up. Can't really ask for much, man, out of this show, especially for a holiday edition of it. So it was a blast. So I think that's going to do it for me. I'm going to get out of here. I got stuff to do tonight, but I want to wish all of you here in the States a very, very happy Thanksgiving tomorrow, whatever you're doing, whether you're with family or at home or at work, whatever it may be. I hope it's a great one. And I got to figure out what we're doing this week. I think we're going to do a watch-along Sunday night. Saturday is up in the air due to the holiday. I'm not sure if I'm going to be up here for a Winged Eagle or not now that I'm just saying that out loud, but I'll be up here doing something this weekend. So make sure you stay tuned to the channel and subscribe if you have not yet already. I think the plan is to do a Winged Eagle on Saturday, but if nothing's going on in the wrestling world, we might skip it, although we have SmackDown and Rampage on Friday, so there should be stuff to talk about, and we'll definitely be up here Sunday as well for a watch-along, and I'm probably going to bust out maybe one more Survivor Series since it's still November, and then we'll get into some of the other stuff next month, so I might bust out like a Survivor Series 2002 or another fun one to watch on Sunday, so just keep that in mind. You guys have a great day tomorrow. Take care. And I guess I'll catch you guys on Saturday. Y'all have a good one. And thank you, everybody, for all the super chats and the awesome stuff. You're the best. Spaz, thank you the most. And I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.